Hi, good evening.
Good evening, man. How are ya?
Doing fine, doing fine. Didn't have a
Waiting.
lot of time to check out Flow today. I just noticed that Snorlax mentioned one of my posts earlier
Oh, did he? Which one was it?
that I coincidentally did not play myself in the end, even though it was a winner.
Which one was it?
Um, I think was it ASTS, something like that?
ASTS.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I'm looking at Spy right now. We're looking like we're pushing upwards a little bit. What's up, Bean? How are ya? Um, yeah, looks like well, some volatility is coming in. It'll be interesting to see what happens. With flow open as well. I'm curious to see what's gonna go on with what
Oh,
comes in.
it was SATS.
SATS, okay. SATS, got it. All right, that's well, can't put them all right. That's how that works, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, just waiting on a little more people to trickle in a little bit. We'll see. I know that Unusual is having a whole podcast situation thing going on X right now as well about FOMC and stuff. So we might have some stragglers afterwards. But as soon as we get a little bit more people, we'll start going over some stuff. Start the video, of course. Now this is financial advice. So just make sure you guys are doing your own research, and none of this is going to be any guarantees. Okay. Um, is JPOW on right now, or is it just opening speakers as of right now?
I'm not watching it.
Okay. Well, Spy had a little bit of a red candle. It's gonna break down below VWAP.
He's a CFLT's 24 put.
Yeah, I see those. Yep, I see
May
those.
take some.
Yeah, those look pretty juiced, right? Let's see. Yeah, that net premium just uptook over that call premium. So, yeah, it looks good. I like it. When did they add first? Let's find out that too. Curious to see when did this all start. I guess around here. 250, 500, 380, 268, 215, 2.0, 1.3, 1.0. There could possibly be some PTs for sure, but seems like majority of it is going into buying more, right? So
Yeah.
it looks good overall. I think that's gonna be a good one to keep track on. I am still my head is still wrapped around AME. I am like for some reason I don't know why it looks really good because the fact that it just has a lot of it just has the puts coming in, right? The only issue I see with it is that it's a high market cap, so that's my only concern with it. But if you look at the volume, 2100 volume compared to like 25s and 17s and like 250s with like lower OIs, right? So it's like the highest OIs on the 190 call, which kind of looks like it was either rolled or it was closed for the most part, right? At the bid. So it's like I have a strange feeling this might do well. Again, I'm not really sure. We'll find out tomorrow. But 130,000 premium with a 94% flow hit is pretty significant. Um, Need to compare the past earnings with peers. Yeah. So eBay. Scepter, you are so welcome to talk on the channel if you would like to. Definitely would if you want to. I would highly recommend it as well. I don't know how if you're at work or something or what it's like, but you're definitely welcome for it as well. Um, we have the 77p that came in today for 4,000. We do have the 80, which is 2% multi. Sorry, my dog is barking. My apologies. My dog is just going crazy. Somebody came at the door. But yeah, this looks closing for the most part. Seems like they're getting out for the most part, and then you have the drop in premium on calls, and you have the increase in premium on puts, right? So that 8877 looks pretty juicy actually with the 4,000 volume coming in. So you have 1% out of the money. That is again the only thing is it's 1% out of the money. So that kind of is the only thing that worries me when it's like close to out of the money. I don't know how much it's really gonna affect movement per se. People can just buy it, and then towards the end of the day, when premium starts spiking up right before you buy for ER, those things go up, right? So there is that to keep eyes on, right? So let me open this up and look at eBay. Yeah, I will. I want to go gamma right now too. Just about to go over gamma. Overall premium, we are looking at overall put premium for eBay, and then we have low call premium, right? So the consensus on everyone's hands were that we're looking at puts, right, for the most part. So that's kind of what I'm seeing overall. If I just take a glance over without even going too much into craziness, right? If I look at our gamma levels, we have exposure by strike is we are at what 78. 77.5 has got a strong magnet level. After 7.5, you got a 77 has a strong level, right? And then you have all the way down to 72.5, right? So strong attraction levels coming in at that negative gamma area, right? Your market makers will want to try and buy those just to keep those prices in check, right? However, if you're getting a lot more frequent retail buys coming in, your attraction to those levels are going to be a lot higher. So it's going to start pushing down more. So overall consensus on eBay seems to be puts, right? That's what we were talking about, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, overall consensus seems to be on puts. I personally would like to see a little bit more out of the money put coming for me to actually go in, but I think overall it looks pretty fire for a put earnings, right? Is it tomorrow morning or today afternoon? Is today afternoon? Okay. For high levels of gamma towards the upside, we have your closest strong resistance is gonna be 80, right? So that is $2 away, and after that, that is really not strong resistance either. So possibly either way, but your expirations have negative gamma as well. So I overall, yeah, ERS after hours, yeah. Overall, I'm gonna go with definitely gonna go with I want to say lean more towards puts unless we see something that is coming out, right? So with the negative gamma over here, price action is not keeping up as well either, right? So I would like the price action is higher than it should be for negative gamma. So I would like for it to go. Technically, I would like for it to go down. I don't know what the charts say. Anybody has any chart advice on eBay? Go ahead and let me know. That'd be great for more information so we can confirm a little bit more. But that's what I have for eBay for flow and gamma wise, right? So what's the next one we got? CMSCA. Give me 1 second. Alright, CMSCA. Let's check it out. SCA. Did I type that wrong? CMCSA.
Oh, it's CMC.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I get a little dumb sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time, but all right. So this is a bid side put. So 30.5 is what you were looking at. You said 30.5, 30.5. Where did I pass it? 30. Here it is. All right, 7% out of the money. You're looking at 1,000 hit. What is the market cap on this one? Let's take a look. Market cap's 122 billion, right? So here's my thought process on this midnight, right? You are having a $132 billion market cap. What I see here is a $13,000 premium. In my eyes, in my honest opinion, if I were to look at this as a new person or a trader or something like that, this looks to me as a hedge, right? Someone's buying a hedge. That's my honest opinion. I think $13,000 for a $122 billion market cap. If this was the only one that was coming in, yes, for sure. But there's a bunch of other stuff with a bunch of other volume and OI, right? So overall, for me, I don't see this being like, yeah, I want to get into it because, I mean, could it hit 100%? It could 100% hit. Like, I'm not saying it won't hit, right? But I'm saying is that this could be a hedge because it's not a lot of premium for a high valued stock, right? Just that's my 2 cents on it. And also you have this right, the bid side puts for 7,500, which was today. So you have this. It's a flow play. So I'm assuming they're bullish, majority bullish on this. If I'm assuming right, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Very messy flow. Closes in, right? So what else do we have? Candles look similar. 0.12. I had someone Comcast expert announced that worst broadband internet subscription for earnings. Huh. Okay, maybe that's something to keep in mind then. For sure. I mean, again, just by looking at it for me, I personally wouldn't want to jump into it because I don't know what's gonna happen, right? It seems cheap enough though. So, what do you think, Bean? What is your consensus on that Comcast? What do you think?
I wouldn't take it myself, but if you're confident in it, like I won't stop you.
So you have net impacts are all positive. Your net impact is positive. You have your next stop here, one at 32.5. And you have that is your biggest point there. You do have that negative net premium that has been building up for the expiration dates, right? So what do we got here? He put on an eBay. So eBay breakdown there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Yeah. So this is what I have for Comcast. I unless I see something coming in big, right? I'm not gonna take it in my opinion. I'm gonna like stay away from it because not very confident in that actual play, right? Again, I want to see a lot more premium coming in. That that 30.5 just does not have enough juice for me to be, yeah, let's do it, right? So a good example was the AME contract that I populated, right? AME only had that one. So that's kind of why I was like, okay, I kind of like it because it's the only contract that populated with any sort of thing. So if you look here, um, go back there. This is also a higher market cap stock, $41 billion market cap, right? However, if I look at all this from volume and OI, this is the only one that has a volume and OI. And it doesn't seem to be a multi as of right now. Doesn't seem to have any sales. Maybe a couple one or twos here, right? So that's kind of why if a bigger market cap stock has something like this, then I'm more inclined to get it. But the issue that you run into with something like this is that if there is no liquidity, you can't get out, even if the stock does well, right? Even if the stock goes the way you want to do, we want it to go. Without liquidity, you can't get out. So my hope is that if it does end up hitting, there'll be people coming into the stock, or volume coming into the stock that I can get out with liquidity. Yep, XPRO took a minute for us to get out, right? Yep, bingo. So, which is why I grabbed this specific contract. When I went into it, grabbed this specific contract just because this one seems to have the most volume, right? So that's why I wanted to get it. It took Swips about 3 to 4 hours to get out. So again, PSA announcement on that. Your highest volume contract is the 160. However, to get out with liquidity, it's not enough. I don't think that's enough volume for it to get out with liquidity, right? Again, up to you guys to take whatever you guys like to take. but just keep in mind that it's not only about the stock actually hitting what you need to hit, it's also about people wanting to buy into it so you can get out. So that's just a reminder on that. Let's look at what do you have next? We have Hog. Hog. Hog, hog, hog. All right, so we got the 26, 27 Ps.
Hog already had earnings today, pre-market, I think.
Oh, they already did have earnings? You are welcome, Midnight.
Yeah, I think they popped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. I mean, maybe they're trying to catch. I mean, it's still not bad though. I mean, maybe they're trying to catch. They're trying to catch the top. 27 put for 8-1. I mean, maybe they're trying to catch the top of that thing for it to go down. So that's a good spot. I mean, they did pop. Holy cow, they went up 16%. That's a lot for that stock. Wow. Okay. We missed that one. Yikes. All right. Next one is VRT. I'm gonna make sure that's also had earnings. Also had earnings this morning, Scepter. VRT. Unless you want me to just actually check the actual thing, I can definitely do that for you though. Okay. Not a bad one though, to be honest. An actual contract wise, right? So you're looking at a massive drop in call premium and you're getting the put premium, trying to catch up with the price premium, right? So you have that. So it's not a bad find for sure. It's good to keep eyes on all that, right? So that's good. Let's look at what's next. Too bad I wasn't getting into the 114s, the FDII. Yeah, I know. All right, so let's get some contracts going. If anybody has any ones I want to look at, I know there's a bunch everywhere, so please go ahead and put that in. I'll take a look at them. The market's still kind of flat, it seems like. I don't see any crazy movement yet. Let's look at this, see if we got anything coming through. We have that Etsy. Etsy was when? Yesterday? Yeah, so Etsy, this morning, Etsy. So Etsy, someone is going in stronger on Etsy again. 130,000 coming through for Etsy. Anything like crazy I see on here? No, nothing yet on that. Comp. So, excuse me. Comp. I already am in comp, I believe. Let me double check. I have had comp for a while now. I think I had them on Flow Channel, and I have been in that ever since I put it on the Flow Channel. I think. Let me quadruple check for you guys before I give you guys an actual yes or no if to what is going on. Let me see. Let me take a peek. Somewhere down here. Somewhere down here we had comp, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, comp. So I'm already in the comp 919 8Cs, and the contract's already up 71%. So I think I posted that on the Flow channel as well. So I have a few left for my runners. So what I'll do is I'll probably end up I'm probably gonna end up just holding some of the runners through ER, just because it doesn't make any sense for me to sell it, right? I've held so far anyway. It's 919 expiration, so I'm not really too concerned about if I lose it or not, right? But I'll take a look though. Overall, we'll see what's going on. So we have this 815 with a $16,000 volume coming in. 16,000 volume, not $16,000. My mistake. Got a nice little push up over price action for the call premiums. That is good. I like that. I like to see that. Let's take a look at the actual thing. We got, these are your floors. You have the floor to 4.450. Seems like a couple multiple different buys over here. If I do premium. All right, so that majority premium is at that 45 level, which could be technically considered a bid, but just because I think at the time they got in at it, the bid ask is already wide enough for it to be it could be an ask, right? So that's something to keep in mind with. We have the 0.35, yeah. So seems like it does seem like it lowered a little bit. So let me look. Are they seriously up? You gotta be kidding me, right? I gotta check.
Yeah, but it's still a massive loss, though.
Yeah, like, what was what?
I'm seeing plus 25% on IBKR on my position.
What did I get rid of it already? Maybe I did. Sometimes I'm stupid and just don't want to look at it. No, I have them. I mean, they are up they went up 5% today. So I mean, maybe they'll keep going up. What was the expiration you got? I have the 815s.
Yeah, I got August 15th 10
Yeah.
calls as well. It says plus 25%.
Yeah. That's plus 25% for the day or overall you have.
No, for the day, for the day.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say overall it's probably smoked. But I mean, you never know. They might come back. I've seen it happen, man. I've seen massive people buying calls, right? And then afterwards, like a week later, right, it goes up to that spot, right? EA is a really good example of what something like that actually, right? EA the morning the calls are shot, people probably got out of all those calls because they were scared to like lose whatever they had left. And right now it almost tapped 160, which is crazy, right? So it's just things like that to keep in mind too, right? Sometimes you want to check the OI on those contracts the following day and check to see if people are still in it, because if it's just that as a buy and there's nothing else coming in, that means they're still confident that the stock is gonna go up for the most part, right? Like so, just an idea as well on that. Cross trade? Am I looking at a cross trade? I'm looking at a cross trade. Okay. 6 P's of cross trade. As we know, cross trades are somebody selling this exact contract for this exact price and size, the exact same premium that somebody else in a similar exchange is buying for the exact same price, exact same premium. They both have to agree on it, and bang, that's how you get that cross trade. So I hate cross trades. I mean, but you have $225,000 premium on that cross trade. You have these 815 7Cs, which are all in the money. I don't know if I mean this is most likely they sold half here. They sold not half. They sold like 1,000 almost here, right? They sold over half here, so they're slowly trickling away on profits, right? So the average down over here, and they again all the way up here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a sell before ER, right? So look at the 1 day, because if you're looking at this right here where the plus 8,000 OI came in, their average is 0.57. You got 0.68, 0.69, 0.86, and 0.85. So they are up. They are up. Whoever's in here, if they average on that area, they're up. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are actually selling the contracts right now. That 2,000. So just a heads up on that. The OI might be high, but the volume is probably sell volumes. So I mean, overall this looks good. I mean, even Snorlax posted it, the 5C, the 8Cs. So it's a huge amount of volume. I would keep eyes. I would remind me, or somebody keep eyes on it going into in the day, because you never know what might happen, or who will buy more of it, right? So it's a good way to just keep it. Let's keep tabs of it, right? Like I said, I'm in that no, CFLT was not covered yet. We'll cover CFLT. I'm in that eight call for 919 or 1017. I can't remember which one I told you. I'm already up 70%. So I am going to probably take some more trims on my last few runners, and then I'm gonna leave a couple more runners for earnings, just because I have nothing to lose. The stock is I'm already up on that, right? So let's go with that. We'll keep that in mind. So that way it is this one actually. So yeah, it is at that high. Yep, perfect. So let's go look at CFLT, sorry. CFLT. eBay dropping. eBay dropping. So, again, eBay dropping means that those premiums are gonna increase. So we can, like, soon as we're done looking at CFLT, we'll take a look at eBay. Maybe there's volume coming into the same contract that we talked about that people are selling right now, right before earnings. So it's a good thing to check those. So let's take a look at CFLT first. We saw this one right here, right? Come in a lot. So 8:15:24 p. Yeah, we did talk about this. It looks like a clean open, right? So let's see. You have this 13. What was the price on this? 1.05 fill. And you have a 1.1. This could be a sell, right? Obviously it could be a sell because you're opening up at coming in at 1.05, right? And right now this is at 1.15, 1.3, 1.2, right? So if I was this trader who got in at 1.05, right, and I put so much premium into it, the premium was $366,000 of premium into it, right? I would definitely want to take profits on this before earnings, right? If earnings is tomorrow or today. So that would be my thought process on that. I would want to be like, hey, I'm out. I made my money. I'm good. I cut out 20%, guys. Everything I do, 20% is my cutout point for anything and everything. So if this person is the way I think they are thinking like I do, then this is I am gonna say at least I'm on more positive side that this is gonna be a sell, closing because they want to take profits, right? So I'll be interested to see what happens with the volume on there, and then the volume on here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with that OI, right? It's a good way to test that theory. But yeah, I personally would stay away from this just because I don't. It's expensive also for what it's worth. It's expensive with too much uncertainty from me personally. So I would stay away from it just because I'm not
A
comfortable.
huge move implied though. There's a lot of reward for that.
Is it a huge move implied? What is the IV on it though?
It's about 15% move, I think, priced in.
Whoa. IV is 100%, 100% IV. See if
It's not even that bad.
Yeah, it is not. I mean, they're expected a $15 15% move with a $4 move, right? So, yeah, I mean, that is a lot of reward if it does move. Let me check prior year earnings. This is why I like have other people talking as well. That way they can check. So, it's just a 42% move downwards. So, if that happens,
Yeah, you play options on that.
yeah, if you if you wanna go crazy, that's where you get money, right? It's 34% move up, 12%, 17%. So it stayed on that like high mover, right? So honestly, guys, what I would like to see on this is another hit closer to end of day. That's honestly what I would like to see on it. Am I gonna play into it right now? No, I'm definitely not gonna do it. I am risky, but I have risked my money on other things right now, which I don't wanna go crazy with anything else. So, this is definitely good though. Honestly, like Swip said, good reward for it's a high risk, high reward, right? So you will get rewarded handsomely if you pit the right way, right? Now, if it stays flat, you're gonna feed dead again. However, you also have that strike. The closest strike to expiration is going to be the 8:15 too. So you do have an entire week, just in case if he wants to catch up, right? So you have that as well. So it's a good one honestly overall, right? If I let's go back to the overview. You have that one put, and you have multiple other calls, right? So again, something to keep eyes open for. Let me check my OI thing for CFLT and see what it says. I got nothing on that one. So, GEX levels. A little bit more of a deep dive because I want to see what's going on here. What are we at? 26.82. You have 25 as strong support, right? And you have 27 as a resistance for positive GEX, right? You have 11.5, 11.87. You got three positive levels of GEX where market makers want to sell the rips, and we're gonna start seeing call buying at that level, right? So, however, the opposite can be said. If it breaks through that 25, your strong magnetic level is going to be that 23, and if it breaks through that 23, you're going to see a lot of downside. So if you guys are more interested in the puts, right, and if you see more flow coming in for the puts, I think puts might be a good enough gamble to the point where, I mean, if it works, it works. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna pay $105 for a 20 what is it, 26 call, was it? Can't remember what it was. 24 call. I don't know if I'm gonna pay $100 for a 24 call. But I probably will, if I were to gamble on this, I would probably end up getting like a 21, 22 call, something like that, right? Where it's a little bit cheaper, like maybe $50 at most, and that's where I would go with that one. But again, for me, I would like to see more flow. That's what's gonna make my decision for me when I end up trying to go with that one. All right, so what do we have next? We said eBay. eBay's dropping, so let's check that. We should check some eBay. So this is the one that we were looking at. Yeah, not enough. I mean, I don't see anybody taking much. I mean, what time is it? 2:30. Yeah, I don't see anything going out right now. Oh, besides this. Interesting. Let's take a look at what this is. Yeah, gross. Okay. Lot of things going on here. Okay. Overall, if I look at this, overall, I would like to say that you are you're adding over here. You're getting an average. You have 0.56 average here. You have a 0.1.03 and a 1.54. I'm gonna assume this is also gonna be closing on these, right? The 75s could be possibly closing just because your average is increasing as you go up. Obviously, this guys, just remember too, this could not be the same trader, right? I'm just assuming this. I'm trying to assume. I like to play devil's advocate on every play I play for earnings, just because if I can make an argument as to why I don't want to take that play, I shouldn't be technically taking that play. But I wanna, if I'm at like an 80% to 90%, I like it, and I can argue against myself about not taking it, let's stuff like that, and that's a little less for me to deal with, then I wouldn't mind taking it. But if I can always argue the fact that I shouldn't be taking it, I shouldn't take it, because that's just losing money. That's how I do my educated guess, right? So that's just the way my mind works. I don't know how everybody else's mind works, but that would be what I would say. This could be a sell, most likely going there. It does look ass side because it's coming at the ask a few days later. This is gross. But yeah, this one still seems to be in. So, I mean, as far as we're concerned, this looks like about to open, and the trade is still in. Doesn't seem like they're closing right now. So we'll be good to see towards the end of the day, right? All right. So that's eBay. Anybody got anything else? 1 second. I got tagged on unusual wheels. I want to see what they got tagged for. Oh, it's the AMA flows. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anybody have any other flow for me to take a look at? I'll check my DGen ER to see what we are cooking over here.
Remember the CI yesterday?
Yeah.
Cigna, they're supposed to have earnings pre-market tomorrow, and the move expected is $13 move.
It's pretty high.
Um,
CI. So 4% move, right? Okay. Gross cross trades. Why are there so many cross trades? Ugh, gross.
the one from a few days ago is more interesting. I think I posted it. I did.
Okay, let me take a peek on CI. What was the? Let me see. Let me see if I can find your thing real quickly.
All right.
Also, did anything happen for that FOMC meeting yet? Oh yeah, Spy's gone. There goes Spy. It's the moon. All right, so CI 3:15.81 is what you posted.
Yeah.
Let's go peek at that one. All right, CI 3:15.81. This is the one we were looking at, right? So OI is plus, which is good. Um, Majority was added yesterday. Seems like 1.98, 1.95 average. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's closing anything over here. Looks like it's still open. Only concern is that the tide is more negative with the price action, right? But I don't I don't see why I would want puts in this situation. Let me check the gamma on this.
I really
Um,
like the chart right now.
Chart's
Um,
good. Okay. Uh, see. It's a signal group here. Okay. Gamma, 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 gamma. Um, Pre-market tomorrow. Yeah, we're lagging, right? Price action is lagging. So good earnings will definitely help push it up. We have gammas at 297 right now, right? So we have a strong level of magnet at 290 going down if we were to go down, right? And then we have a strong. We actually have nothing else going up basically to 315. So that if calls do come through properly, you're gonna get a nice push. Or else also if puts do come through, you get a nice pullback too. So you have both sides, right? So your 300, 315 is the level I see. So the $13 move seems kind of right. And then you have 290 is your major magnetic attraction for negative gamma, right? So that breakdown also sends it all the way down to like 275 throughout the time. So all in all, I mean, if you're seeing positive flow, I would definitely say positive move. If you like the chart too, chart adds up, flow adds up. Seems like a good way to play CI would be calls for the most part, right? Just worried about this one right here is what I'm worried about a little bit more. So definitely keep eyes on it for sure. We'll see if we get more towards the end of the day. But yeah, and then Spy dumped. Spy just massive dump candle on there. Wow. All right, so next we got. What else do we have? Anybody else got anything for me to check? I'll keep looking at DGen real quickly. Let me check positions. I want to look at the market overall. So everything that was gained is currently getting smacked down because of that spy drop, right? So why I said to manage positions because you want to make sure that you don't want to overexpose with all this happening. Let's see. I think it's time for CZR to die because it should be following SPY. AME contracts are up 10% currently. Anything else cool going on with any other positions? Not really, because we're not holding levels like we want to. Okay, so PCG Gamma Con supports call. Yeah, I saw some PCG stuff come in today, and somebody tagged me in some PCG too. So we'll take a look at PCG for sure. Let me see PCG. All right. We had 20% of the money, 20% of the money. Yeah, looks yummy. 37 billion market cap. Let's look at contract lookups. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure the spy levels are also not going crazy before I say anything about anything, because that's important too, right? Going into earnings. All right, so PCG. All right, so this is so everybody was posting this big flow that was coming through, right, for PCG. The issue with seeing just flow come in, right? So let's look at see if I can pull up PCG over here earlier that came through. There's anything that came through on here? No, it was on here. It was a 17 call. We have over here. So we have that, and then you have all this like neutral values, right? So my only issue would be neutral values. If they're being sold, then I would be worried. But you have that put right down here, which is sold. So I mean, all that up till here, it's all calls, right? So let's take a gander at one of them. This came in neutral as a cross. I mean, you have OI over there. You have. Yeah, I don't think it's a sell in my opinion, which is because of the average over here. It's nothing crazy to write home about. Net call premium is higher. We'll check the gamma in a second as well. The 91916 call 36. This was 0.34 fill, and this is 0.37. So this technically could be someone selling, right? The 0.37s, because it's a 0.36. If I go back in time a little bit, I can also see more here too. 0.3 and another 0.34. So that could be maybe some sell volume going through there. I will check for you midnight in a second. We'll check gamma, PCG gamma. Okay. Actually, let's check earnings moves first before I check gamma. All right. PCG stays in expected move, right? All throughout has been staying through expected move. Your expected move is 0.5 cents. You guys can tell me if you think that's worth going in for earnings. Just off of that, for me, I'm gonna go with a no. Right? I mean, it can run. Don't really care if it runs because I don't want to take any chances on that one. My brain is justifying not going into that. However, gamma levels coincide, like Septa said. It coincides with support for calls for sure. You have that 15 level break, then you have that 16 level, you have the 19, the 17, and the 18, right? So yeah, gamma definitely coincides with calls for sure, 100%. Your price action is lagging behind gamma right here, so that's another thing you want to take a look at. But again, if it doesn't move enough, it's not going to be worthwhile getting into, in my opinion, right? So I think PCG is something I will stay away from just because I don't want to gander in that and then have a not be able to get out or like have a bad trade with that. So I think I'll stay out of that. Overall, calls are good in my opinion. If anybody wants to take a gamble in that, they're welcome to. But I would need to see something that comes crazy out of the money for me to be able to be like, hey, let me jump in, right? So that's that for PCG, PSA, and Roblox. Nothing significant. Midnight for PSA from what I'm looking at, right? There is OI that's open for these, but overall, it's nothing for me. Nothing that I can even be interested in getting, to be honest. Yeah. Roblox was the other one you said. 2,000 volume, 2,170 volume. Okay, so we'll check this one. I want to see if these are closes, possibly. Could be 497 average to 662, right? Definitely could be a close because they are taking some profits, right? Seems like this one was an average down to get a better average, and now this one was also some sells after the average getting down. So it's just it's tight. This one's tight. 0% of the money too. Yeah, I don't know. AMD, God, no, I hate AMD also. God, Sue is babe, but no. We have, yeah, but I'll check it for you. I'm kidding. I'll check it for you. 0.64, 1.09. I wouldn't be surprised if it again was somebody taking profits over here for Roblox, right? Roblox, I would like to see something come in a day for me to consider buying into it. But other than that, I am gonna stay away from it. We'll double check the GXL stuff for you guys. $100p, 125, the X levels. Expected move is 10%, so you got a $13 move expected off of Roblox, right? So let's take 124, 125. We call it 125. 125 level is big. You break the 125 level, you have space up to 130. 130 space up to 140, right? So you have a lot of space upwards if it breaks up that way, right? So critical levels at the 125 level. Break down level, it's nothing really. So if it doesn't do well, I can see it go down at least 20 points. So but again, you have a little bit of 110. So we'll keep eyes on Roblox too. Roblox is tomorrow ER. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's not. We don't need to worry about that till tomorrow. Actually, to be very honest with you guys, I don't like to check ERs if it's like, unless it's a huge hit. It's not worth really checking. GH. Soup says GH. Interesting. Majority of the candle is over here. 2.69. Have ER on this Swips, I'm guessing. Oh, Swips is not here anymore. Oh, Swips is here. Oh, Bean left.
Yeah, it's today. Yeah. It's today after market.
After market, okay. These neutral calls, man. These neutral volume things really put me off, dude. That's the biggest issue I have with these neutral stuff. They kind of like put me off of these. Looks like a roll. Yep, it is a roll. 43 to 45. Okay. Yeah. These two look like they still seem bearish on that. This one could be some profit taking. 1.4, 1.34. No, those look like ads. 1.4, 1.4. Yeah, it seems like ads on those. A15 also looks like an ad. So this is interesting. Garden Health. 12% expected move, huh? Interesting. Stays within the expected move for the most part. So that's good. What are you leaning towards on this one, Swips? Calls or puts?
I can't tell honestly. I would just be bullshitting. I saw that call premium going up in what the past half hour. Honestly, I don't know. Like you always say, I would like to see some flow closer to the end of the day for confirmation. But right now, I think it's pretty much a gamble,
Yeah,
whichever way you go. Yeah.
yeah. So
And I don't know, 50% odds are kind of meh.
yeah, the break below 45 though is gonna send it down significantly. So it's a really strong negative gamma at 45. Also, Spy is taking a massive dookie, by the way. That's why it's dumping only midnight. It's because Spy is duking right now. Spy is going. It's down. It went so. That was a big bull trap. It went all the way up to 637, 636 ish, and then now it came in tap levels of 634. Right, so it's testing those levels more now. So it's just taking a big giant poop. So yeah, 35 level, man. 35 level is going to be that key level, and then you have 50 as your strong upper level, right? So it is a 50-50 shot as we speak, as we're talking about it. So probably stay away. Next is AMD. All right, as we check that, I'm just want to make sure how everything else is doing. But AME put is up 12% now because of this dump. So calls are gonna get really affected by the SPY movement, guys. Just to let you know, anybody in call flow, either manage your risks or you can't expect these to hold because it's gonna pull down with SPY. So just an FYI, keep tabs on your stuff because you don't wanna go not lose all your money from that, right? So let me see what I have opened. I'll keep those open, I guess, for right now. Yeah, looking a little bloody right now, going to end of day, right? I'd like to see what people are talking about. Yeah, Axel said bullish trend is broken. Yeah, so seems like people are talking about a little bit of a dipper. So just to keep eyes. Anything you're playing call flow for earning, be careful when you guys are playing it. So, all right, what's next? We have AMD. AMD has been on a tear so far, right? So, wow, 24 million call premium for that 81180. Almost in the money. Could be profit taking. Could be ads and profit taking at the same time. OI did not hold up on this. I mean, you can see that majority of the OI is gone. They took majority of the profits for that, right? So these people might take a majority of profits and they might have rolled on for the next one. So, to be honest, too big of a stock for me to be like, hey, I want to play this VER, right? I just wouldn't want to touch this one. In my opinion, honestly, I would personally stay away. Everything dumping except my UNAs. Mr. Market wants me to get unscathed. That's good. Yeah, everything is dumping. Spy is taking a bigger dump. I'm staying away from AMD Scepter, to be honest. I recommend the same. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, it goes down. Not worth overall risk in my opinion. Let me see what the actual expected move is for AMD. Earnings is 8.5. Is it correct? Oh, AMDL. I thought AMD, like AMD. AMDL. Okay. Okay. That's different. Oh, it's the ET. I didn't know that. See, I learn something new every day. You got calls. Yeah, this looks like a sell. This looks like somebody sold the puts. So, yeah, calls seem like they're good. I mean, shares is a good play. AMD ER is 885 though. Yeah, we broke key level here on SPY, by the way. So if this key level breaks and holds below this 5 minute, we can see 633 on SPY. If this level holds, so that's gonna be kind of ugly if it does. Um, Next one is CORT. Yeah, looks juicy, relatively good. You have that increased put volume. You have the 2108 volume coming in. Seems like nobody's sold yet. 1.89 average. I mean, if anything, they probably took out 500 of those because they're probably up right now. There could be sells too. Here comes 633 on SPY. Just like I said. Yep, 633. 633 level break and hold will send it. 634 level break and hold will send it all the way down to 631. 631, guys, and we are seeing a lot of downside on SPY. Just to let you guys know, if you guys are interested in puts, those other levels, I'm sure Axel's already put them on there. If you're keeping an eye on those SPY levels, it looks kind of ugly so far. Yeah, 633.34 next. SPY plan with ticker today. Yeah, Axel called out some really good levels, guys. I hope you guys are looking at Axel's levels. They're really, really good for you guys to put like little notifications on anything you guys do, right? And then go from there because he has some really, really good levels to play with, right? So he's been making some really good money off it. Just SPY and QQQ. Forget about playing any type of float contracts, right? So just keep that in mind. Keep a look at his channel. It's very, very good information coming through. But yeah, SPY's taking a poo poo right now. So, court. Where is my multi? There you are. Alright, so no, it's like a long put, multi put, yeah. So I wonder when that stock will go zero. I hope soon. Carwana is such a scam. Alright, so yeah, I mean, court overall. No, I did not read the Heidenberg report yet. I should probably do that actually. Court overall looks very, very bearish, right? Massive put premiums, right? Expected move is 9%. That looks like a good move. I mean, the contracts are expensive overall, though. I will say that if people are going for a play on these, just be careful because they are expensive. I'd rather lose $50 rather than lose $200 overall, right? So 70 and 65. So 70 is a magnet level and 65 is a magnet level. So either we go up or we go straight down, guys. Either or. So we're going. This could be a make or break earnings report for a court, right? So keep eyes on it. Keep eyes on last minute flow. Definitely double check all of those as well. Here comes 631 on SPY, as I said. So breaking hold of this level, we'll send it to 631. Below 631, we are gonna take. It's gonna be real ugly. So I'm gonna close out some of my SPX over here because that's gonna be a nice little chunk of money there. Yeah, close below. Hopefully we see a retest off that 633.45 level. 633 point, actually no, 633.4 level. retest. If not, we're gonna go all the way down here to 631.68, and we're gonna break below 631.68 to go all the way down to that. Let's see what we got below that. We have not a lot left below that actually. Wowzers, we got 629 after that. So that is kind of ugly. Here, let me see if I can show you this guy too. How we looking? Sam, you should look at Spy. Spy just took a super free fall. Here, I'll show you guys what I mean. So, look at those levels as it breaks through. Held confirmation. The 634 level, held confirmation. You had that 633.36 level, like I said. Broke that, held. It's going to test this now. I would like to see this bounce and retest here for lower area down from here. But over here, if that breaks, you're going to get 631.6, and then you have all the way down to 629, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you got 629, from 629, 631, then you have 629 here. So just a heads up. Make sure you guys are watching and managing your positions. You think Spider Reference will override majority ER today, pushing a lot of things down in general, or you think good ER could counteract this spider up? No, I don't think good ER can counteract spider up unless it's like a Mag 7 company, right? So I like this market has been going up for the past few days nonstop. This is predictable. This was almost predictable, guys. Like this is like if people were like, oh, let's buy more calls, for what? You're having FOMC, you're gonna have some pullback, right? You have to have some pullback. It's healthy. It's super healthy to have this pullback. So I don't think it's gonna counteract. ERs are gonna counteract unless we have good news on Meta or something like that, right? However, I said I'm not playing Roblox, Sam. I think we're going. If I'm not mistaken, I said we are bearish on Roblox. Maybe I'm not sure. I can't remember. I just pulled it out of my head because I was like, I'm not touching Roblox today. But yeah, I would like to see that retest. Like I said, that retest level is hopefully coming up here. Then retest, and if that can break through that retest on the 5-minute, I would assume it's gonna go 631 break and confirmation, but 631 is gonna send it down more. So manage your positions, please. Okay, very important. I will put that back up on my other screen so I can keep tabs on this while we talk. But yeah, that's just a quick overview on Spy, right? I do chart sometimes, not all the time, but my charting is not the best, so I try and not give too much information on charts. I leave that to people like Bean, and D-Walk has some good charts. So you guys can be in charge of the charts. All right, so Carvana, we have 8-1, 8-1, 8-1, 95% multi. That is just gross, absolutely gross. Okay. It's a 4-legger. It's I don't even know what a short iron butterfly is. If somebody knows, somebody can please enlighten me on that one. That'd be great. Maybe Swips, you know what a short iron butterfly is? I really don't know. I can look it up though. Actually, that might be a good thing to look up. Short iron butterfly. Didn't answer any questions, but it says a short iron butterfly spread is a 4-part strategy consisting of a bull put spread, a bear call spread, in which the short put and the short call have the same strike price. What is the strategy behind it? That's the next question I want to know. Okay, but we'll go there for another day because I don't want to bore you guys with all that information. But um, that's something that I need to brush up on as well. However, just by looking at that, and then I'm gonna go to Carvana and see what exactly Carvana is seeming like doing. You have 3,000 on that, which is the multi. You have that, which is also the multi, so it's part of that multi. Um, this one is real far fetched, I think. 14% with a 24.53 OI. That is very interesting. Point 17 opened at point 13. Some profit taking for sure. This candle over here, right? This green kind of equates close enough to this, whereas these two on the top here could be also immediate sells, right, from something. So I would say majority of the position is closed. However, that's my 2 cents. But um, I think that if anything, it's only a $30,000 premium. Market cap on this is 45 billion. So I don't know. It's a toss up. It's an honest to god toss up on Carvana for me at least. For me to be, I can't give you guys an exact answer on that slash an exact direction on that one, right? Yeah, I'm the same way. I am the same way. I mean, the stock like Super says needs to be at zero, right? 320 is a strong pull magnetic zone. You have 350 as a strong repose the upside, right? So can go either or. Um, earnings, prior earnings, 38% move, 20%. So that's older moves. If the closer moves are 19, 20%, 12%, 10%, and a 33% upside. I mean, risk to reward. That could be a really high reward coming up if you guys do end up playing Carvana. The right side, right? But again, what the right side is, I'm not sure. I can't tell you guys about what the right side is going to be. So I'm 50-50, and it's enough for me to be like, nope, I am not touching it. You guys, if you guys are feeling frisky, you guys can definitely take a super out of the money call and super out of the money put for and spend maybe $50 on each side, right? And if it does end up dumping or going up like crazy, you guys are gonna make a big return on it, right? So again, that is something to always consider. You can straddle it, right? But remember, if you straddle and it stays flat, now you're losing, right? So just keep in mind about that. Um, and then we have, wow, everything is getting absolutely dumpied. Those AMEs are up now, so I'm guessing someone's gonna sell them. I'll be interested to see if someone does sell them or not. 0.8 maybe? Maybe I can get a 0.8 sell on one of them. Let's see. Let's see if it fills. I do want to check that AME real quickly because I want to see if people are still in it or people are taking profits on that. So could be a possible situation where they are taking profits. Yeah, that's one profit taker right here for what, like 80. Yeah, somebody took 6K. So seems like somebody took some profit on that, or somebody added maybe. So I never know. But seems like most of them are still in. So still a good sign, right? So I'll keep on looking at those. I can take a look at eBay right now too for you, Scepter. Doesn't look like they have taken anything as of yet. I don't see any candles as of yet. Yeah, we'll check a little bit later too, but I want to just check and see. Sometimes you never know. Yeah, sometimes you never know. People like to hold on to that for a while, right? If they're confident enough, right? So same situation over there as that. What else do we have? Anything else? Keep sending in more requests if there's anything. I'm getting tagged and stuff. Give me a second. Comp, yeah. Somebody type in comp again. Comp is AME historical is what? Higher than expected. Okay. All right. Yeah. So everybody's mad at Powell right now because Powell is just mouthing off. Um, but let's see what other discords are doing and stuff. Cool. All right. Alrighty. So, anything else you guys want me to check for ER? I mean, we're gonna stay on till end of ER anyway. I mean, end of ER, till end of day. So we can keep on taking a look at stuff. So we'll look and see if there's anything that's coming through that's interesting. I don't see anything crazy yet. APLD. APLD, there you go. That's a good one to take a look at. Fear on eBay looks high. Yeah, fear on eBay does look high. APLD. This can be a big mover, right? We have a 0.26, a 0.26, and a 0.24 ad. Seems like these are all ads. Seems like it, right? Maybe someone's scared and they just jump ship on APLD. APLD is 2.27 billion market cap, so 26,000 is quite a decent amount going into it, in my opinion. We'll take a look at the 12.52. I think I saw, right, 12.5 as well. All right, so what I'll do is I'll look at the contracts. Just to show you guys on SPY as well, retest happened like we spoke about it, bounced right off here, test on retest here. Would like to see a breakthrough within the next few candles over here, to a little bit more upside to catch up to that lower VWAP area, to catch up to that VWAP area, right? If this can't hold, if it gets rejected double on here or single on here, I have a feeling that we're gonna go down here, retest this, and break through there, or we might just chop in this range till close. So just to give you guys a quick outlook on SPY as well, going into our ER stuff. If there are any chart gurus and I'm saying something wrong, please let me know. That'd be great as well. We were looking at, I got sidetracked. What were we looking at? APLD. No, I want a contract lookup for APLD. Here it is. So we have those 15s that are still on, 18% multi, 53% multi on the puts. We got 12. We got this one, so. Interesting. IV is super high. I'm gonna guess the expected move on this is gonna be really high. Yeah, 11% expected move. Let's see what is done throughout ER so far. Flow is not super clean. Again, but staying expected, being above expected, staying above expected. Above or below expected. Expected, lower than expected, lower than expected, and super change, right? So, what do we have for analyst ratings on this APLD? We got a huge pluses on this, right? People are expecting it to go higher. Besides a couple stuff here, overall, you have one that is calling for a downside by -6%. Majority is a buy hold. We'll look at inside transactions real quickly. You have neck and neck on call and put premium. So let's look at 1 year out. Let's see what we got. Sell premium is higher. Sell premium is higher, and no, sell premium is higher. The reason I think sell premium is higher for this area is because I don't know if you guys remember, APLD did run a little bit, right? So people probably took profits on some of their shares because they were like, oh, let me take profits. So you have that reasoning behind the APLD sell premiums on here for the past year, right? So yeah, that will be my 2 cents on the APLD premiums. GX levels are going to be price action is kind of in line with Gamma, which is good. 11 is 14 is we have 11 at 14. We have 5 at 9, which is not super strong support, but it is support enough, magnet level enough, right? To break down from 11 14. You have 14 11. You have 11.5. You have 12. You have 16, right? So definitely possibility for a squeeze. The upside is there as long as there's good earnings, I think. I would like to see more puts, to be honest. If I see more puts, I'll be happy to take some puts if it's like a lot of volume comparatively on puts. I would like to see the multi on this though. If I do a 3-day chart, can I see the whole thing? Yeah, I can see the whole thing. We'll do premium. I'll click on this. There it is. Forward call mode, right? Okay. Call credit spread. All right. I'm gonna lean overall bullish as of right now for APLD overall, right? These puts are also 100% multis. So I'm gonna go ahead and lean all overall bullish on that so far. Okay. Um, Anything else? Anybody have anything else they want me to check out? Let me check out the other filters. I got more Beyond coming in. I got this SBET 17 for 500K. That's a huge bet. 12.59 million in market cap with a bet that's pretty interesting. ER is 813. Doesn't cover ER, so I mean they're I'm guessing they're expecting a move downwards before ER. So we'll put here SBET 888 17p. 10% out the money. So keep eyes on that one, guys. That might be a good little thing to tinker with later on. Um, we have Root. We talked about that UWMC. Seems like they're going in. Interesting. Had more over here. More higher over here. So you have the sell level here for what? 0.2 for 52,000. 7,000, and you have 0.1, 0.12, 0.1. All right, it'll be good. It'll be good to see what happens tomorrow with the eye on this. But that's I still like it though overall. So always good to check contracts that you already posted prior. That way you can keep track of them. Been seeing a lot of BTBT. I saw some ASTL, still in ASTL. They're trying to catch that bottom. Yep, lots of call premium for that ASTL call, so I'm not worried about that. Yet. CPB puts. Okay, interesting as well. What's our market cap on this? Yeah, put that in there too. CPB 9530p. Excuse me. Sorry. Etsy calls. We already had earnings. So Etsy ABVV is pre-market tomorrow. ARM is after hours. You got a $141,000 hit on ARM. Not ARM. Sorry. FSLR. That's tomorrow after hours. Don't mind. I'll take that back. My mistake. Carvana, GH, Humana, Let's see. Okay. Anything else interesting you guys have seen so far? Let me know. I'll be interested to see. Bean, you got anything?
No.
No, nothing. Nothing. Alrighty. Let's take a look, I guess, at the other stuff and see if there's anything else. We got 40 minutes till closing. Coming up on that closing time. Um, let's see. Swips is typing. Interested to see what he's got to say. Comp looks very nice. The only thing that worries me is that cross put trade muddies the whole story. Yup, it does. Like I said, full disclosure, comp I've had since I posted on the flow. They're doing well, which is the only reason why I'm gonna hold on to calls. Right, that's the only reason why. I have no other reason to hold on to calls. So I'm just gonna let that ride. That's kind of why I'm gonna have those. Yeah, you can. I mean, earnings gamble. You never know. Might pay off. Let me see what else is going on. Overall, check my Robin Hood. Yeah. So some of the call flow we hit are struggling right now just because of how the market's doing, right, overall. So keep in mind that SPY going down does affect our overall trend in anything and everything we have. So kinda bloody right now. Taking a peek at the other stuff we opened. Yeah, everything that was about to be positive has just become all out negative. So that's how we go with SPY. Looking through. Yeah, even the com calls are kind of coming down. Swips, by the way. You're entering 100. Go for it. Get that 100 bagger. All right. Com plus 50 once. One plus 50% once in Q2 to Q3 2022. Wowzer, that is crazy, dude. That is bananas. It's actually crazy to think about. Need to get into why they pop. Yeah, definitely want to see why they pop, but ouch. This SPY drop really hurt the entire market. If you look at all stocks that were riding closer to breaking out, they're all getting smacked right now. Ouchies. All right. What else do we have? All right. Taking a look at other stuff as we speak. For flow plus year, it's definitely more relevant than in general liquidities, but of course, yeah. Anything else you guys got on there? I'm also wanting to check AME again because one of my 20%. So I took 20% on one of the AMEs. They're they're down. So I took some on that 160. Doesn't look like it's populated yet. Okay. I would, if you're up, Swips, I would definitely take some profits, especially in this market. It's what I would always recommend. Sell 5, keep 5. Sell 5, keep 5. I normally sell 6 and keep 4, but that's up to you. If you want to keep half and go crazier, but if you keep 6, I think that covers your entry cost for all 10, if I'm not mistaken, and a little bit of profit. If I did the math right, I don't know how the math came out, but oh yeah, AME is up 30% now, so I'm gonna take a little bit more off here. Let's see if it fills. Okay. Flip, do you have any questions? How are you doing, sir? You chilling over there? G Unit questions. You normally have a bunch of questions. If you have any questions, go ahead. Snapped, go ahead. Sharky, you guys all here. I know you guys all here. So just give me a shout if you got any questions. Oh, we got UDR. Trying to sneak in here at work. Don't worry, man. I have all these are going up on YouTube, by the way. So if you guys don't end up following it, or can't really see it during work times, the whole purpose of the YouTube is to be for you guys to be able to take a look at it during after hours on your own leisure, right? So that's always there. 37.5 put. You got that OI sticking on the 1017 though. So just a heads up on that, right? Got 10.5, 0.3, double tap for shouldn't like a double tap. Yeah, it is a double tap over here basically. 23rd and 23rd and 24th. Yep, that is a double tap. 25th has some. All right, so you have. I'm curious to see what this looks like overall. $3,000 premium, right? And you have 190 premium for the day. So give me all-time premium if I ask it for all-the-time premiums. This is just premium for the day. I wish they could update this one accordingly. Daily statistics, yeah. We'll put in a request for that, actually. I don't know, man. OI says OI is sticking on the calls, right? So I don't know. 50-50, honestly, on UDR. Let's check that that OI chain as well. See if we got anything on there. Nope, nothing on the OI chain. So. Nothing on the OI chain. So I'm gonna say Scepter that not enough information for me to give you on that one. So we'll see how that pans out. All right, give me like a minute to use the restroom real quickly, and I'll be right back. Grab some water. But yeah, me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let's see. Do we have anything interesting populating? Looks like everybody caught some good spy moves in the chat, which is good. I'm gonna mention AME over here so everybody knows. Trimming some so that everyone knows and they can keep those profits. Don't give back. All right. Let's see if anything popular on DGen so far. eBay puts some more sells. These might be the sells we were looking at, Scepter, for 76, right? One day. 146. This could be some sells, just an FYI. Definitely could be sells. I mean, they're coming at the ass. I mean, yeah, the candle is definitely bigger than the original entry. But if I kind of like 146, right? You have 146, 136, 144. You have volume. Let's do like a 10-minute stance. Maybe it makes it a little bit more clearer. You got 53, 58, 63. Right, okay. So you have this candle volume is 75. These lower ones are 63. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is taking profits at this point on these, right? So it's up right now, right? They entered over here around 146, a little average over here, 140, 142 maybe, and now you're looking at exits around 186. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did exit this. Again, could be ads. You never know, right? So ads doesn't necessarily mean a buy, right? In this situation, so good thing to keep eyes on. What is this? MCW. Never seen this stock before. Oh boy. 122 volume 30 average. 4,000 contract hit. You hello. Hello darkness, my old friend. MW, what was it? MCW. Got a 5 call. You got the 7.5 call and the put. The puts have the least volume at this point, right? These are both sweeps. However, this one has a lot of premium and this one has a lot of premium. 2,300. I would like to see if they're closing. This is 130, 133, 140, 142, 130. Yeah, I know it's in the money, but I just wanna. I'm just double checking to see what their fills are accordingly, right? That's kind of what I want to see. Also going into it, whether somebody that's in the money that got out when they need to get out, right before earnings happens. Got 3 candles over here, so 0.23, 0.25 could be a possible exit on the same one. And then you have 0.25 here, and then you have 0.25 here. Looks kind of dirty overall. I don't mind taking a little bit of a bet on this, just because it looks kind of funky overall. When is earnings after hours today? Let me look at the actual stock. Yeah, a little bit, not really a lot. We can go arm though for sure. I'll go arm with you guys. Earnings moves, stays within expected range for the most part, I guess. could be a good mover. We have ER today after hours. Its expected move is 20%, by the way. IVs are probably juiced. Let me check those GX levels. What is going on over here? We got 6.13. Strong levels at 7, strong levels at 5, right? So honestly, it seems pretty good for calls. Again, I'm not sure if all those add up to could add up to closes. Definitely a possibility of those adding up to closes, but I will take a screenshot of this. I gotta post it 2 different places real quickly. For sure. Second. It is low volume, just to let you guys know, right? It is a lower premium overall on that right now. Then I'll post it on here. Ooh, I got a repel closer, I think, coming in. Yeah, check that too. Alright, let me post this up as well here. Let me see if I want to get in real quickly. Mr. Car Wash. Interesting. I don't know if I want to bet for a car wash company, to be honest. That just sounds so wrong. I don't know. It seems very interesting though overall. IV on contracts is 100. If I grab, I guess. Closing only on Tasty. That means they only allow me to close contracts, I'm guessing, not open them. Okay. Alright, so that's good to know. We'll see what happens end of the day. I'm not really sure on that one for per se, so I'll gander on it. I'm not really gonna say yes or no if it's gonna be good, but we'll take a gander on it and we'll see if it does any good. GSM is 815 for 5. And then I have, yeah, why not? All right, so that's a good idea. So let's keep a tab on that though, because I would like to know if that at least actually shows any type of significance, right? So let's say that it's only closing, right? So if it goes up, maybe that's a good thing. If it goes down, maybe now we know that hey, it's a downward trend situation, right? So let's keep an eye on that for sure. Let me go ARM. I'm gonna go ARM as the last one because it's 340. Maybe if we can do a couple more, I guess, real quickly. But I want to keep a look at the filter for the last few minutes, see what populates. Multi. I'm gonna consider that. Cross trades. Swips, very, very messy. I don't even want to think about this one, to be very honest. If I'm looking at others that are way more cleaner ones for me to go off of than ARM, possibility for it to move, again, always a possibility, right? If I look at this, 175. Closing multis. Yeah, it's a three-way multi butterfly. So guessing they're not expecting a super huge move on this, are they? Yeah, 7%. It's not too bad, I guess. This could be closing. This could be closing too. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay away from this one just because it's not pretty clear. I mean, if I see something last minute that comes in big, then yes. But other than that, I think overall for me, I'm gonna be a no bueno on that one. Sorry, I can't give you much more information than that, Swips. APTV. Okay. Entry was 1.92. I will check in a second, midnight. Entry was 1.892, 1.6. So they're most likely adding over here or getting. You got a couple pop-up cells right here, right? A few cells. But overall, looks like they're adding 4.83. Again, expensive for ER. Expensive contracts for ER. Stuff I like to stay away from. Possible closes. Yeah, seems like that. Okay. APTV. APTV, you have that single one. You have market cap of 14 billion, 7% move, so $4. Take a look at the GEX. Lagging, GEX again. You have 66. So you have 70 at high point, and then you have some magnets around these areas, right? Next magnet is at 50. So 75 positive upwards trend. So yeah, I mean, if you look at it overall, that 70 call looks good, but a little too pricey for me to think of. But yeah, overall bullish. Let's see. See anything else that comes in last minute. Got Shack earnings too coming up. That's pretty nutso. If anybody finds anything that I haven't seen, let me know as well. That'll be always appreciated. I can't catch all of it. Oh, I was gonna do this actually. I want to check this one out real quickly. This just came in. Nice. Somebody seems to have bidded on this, so I know that Repel went up, so I'm guessing somebody's closing / spot to close. Yeah, seems like a pot to close overall. Cool. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a downside on Repel tomorrow. That's my guesstimate on that for right now. We have tomorrow after close Microsoft, Meta, QCOM, Hood, F, KGC, eBay. Oh, he wanted to check eBay now. Scepter as well. I do remember you wanted to check eBay. That last minute flow. See if there's anything that's going on there. $77 seems to be still in it. I mean, it's basically in the money though. So I'm gonna go on a wild guess and say that maybe they close quite literally last minute. $71. Seems like they're sold. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not a 50-50 situation for me. Besides the 7-7, it's an in the money put. That's why I'm like kind of confused on it. Basically, it's in the money. So and they haven't sold. DAN came in. Yeah. It says TBD. So when it says TBD on earnings, you want to just go make sure that that's an actual earnings play. Um, Figure out when it's supposed to. So on Robinhood, it says expected on 8/12 pre-market. So see how it says TBD on the earnings there? That's what I go off of normally. So it's calling for 7:30. Is it on here at all? Jesus Christ! Now that I see, that's a lot, huh? I didn't see Dexcom. I want to check out Dexcom real quickly. Yeah, call for looks 96% multi though. Get the multis. The multis. 74. I'm guessing this and this are gonna be multis for the most part. Very mixed. That looks bearish. That looks also bearish. Too mixed for me. Okay. SPXC expensive and spread is garbage. And tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about that. SFM. Seen some earlier SFMs too. Let's see if we got any last minute hitters. We got 12 minutes left to closing, so we still have that 10. We're going to that last 10 minutes. So I want to show you guys the SPY chart as well. SPY had, like I said, tested and it stayed basically right in that range, stayed flat in that range. So just to keep in mind too, after a big move like that, they kind of wait till tomorrow / after market to see something crazy to again start moving it or trying to move it. So that is SPY. XRX. Did that just populate on here? There it is. XRX. Can this be some closing here? 0.25 fill, 0.3. Definitely could be some closing. Overall, it looks like puts are good. I mean, it's already down 5% though. I will say that. So, just keep in mind going into that. What populate on here? Was it the 919s? Yeah, I mean, market cap is low. That's good. Take some of the boxes. It's already down. Tomorrow pre-market expect to move 15%. Overall, looks like puts. Support at 5. 5 break is gonna send it down. So puts might do well. Gamma seems to be price seems to be falling the gamma right now. So that looks good. Let me I'll post it up there as well. It just populated, so see how it does. I'll be interested to see how it does. Was that 919 if I'm not mistaken? 919 5p. Perfect. I want to check that OI chain as well on this one. XRX. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so we got XRX on there. Waiting to see if anything else populates. ALHC, 15% of the money. Only 13K. Microsoft 164 says after hours healthcare. Could be possibly interesting. 1121 today after hours. $1 trillion market cap. 164 doesn't do much justice in my opinion for that. So let me look at XRX again. I'm kind of interested in that now. All right. What does this company do? It's a technology company builds integrated software and hardware for enterprises. Interesting. Never heard about it. This is 919 though, so I know. Maybe I'll grab a 815 closer call. We'll see how it goes. VRT came in last minute. That's an in the money call though, right? No, out the money call, but it's for 2026. Oof. Yikes. They already had ER, so that's no go for us. Anything interesting coming on here before ER ends? More SRPT. No. Okay. Keep eyes. We got six minutes left. So see what the cat drags in on the 6 minutes over here. And let's see what we do. Anybody have any questions till then? We have Apple. $281,000 Apple put tomorrow after hours, so we'll see what happens over there with that. Seems like SPY finally closed the candle a little bit above that level. We'll see if it can hold. 6:55. Last 5 minutes. Hope you guys are ready, just in case we get something that comes through the filter, right? So let's see. I don't know why this keeps jumping up. I need to close this. Close it out. Okay. Waiting so far. Still nothing. We have 4 minutes exactly. SPY broke above those levels. Let's see if she can hold. Over 633.40 right now, so it's at 630.70. That holds. Next stop is going to be 630.49. CWH. That was yesterday, so pointless. There comes the meta. Only 10K though. I mean, it's nothing. CFLT. We were talking about CFLT coming in. These are all mid hits. Someone could definitely be selling. What is this? 1.05 to. Yeah, someone's definitely selling. I'm almost sure that someone's selling. There you go. SFM. Somebody was talking about SFM earlier. 815. You're getting 19K premium. Again, expensive. The spreads are really wide. You're going to get a hard time selling those if they even do go up, right? Because we are almost there, I just want to check this again one more time because I am in it. I want to make sure that sales are not happening as we speak. Maybe once a couple sales happen. That was it. Okay, so we still got that over. So CI coming in last minute too. MOD spread is trash. Real trash spread. However, you have the 815, 24% out of the money, 140 call, right? So that could be extremely interesting. It's tippy-toeing around there. There you go. You wanted? Didn't you want UNH to rip or no? You wanted to die. And I can't remember which one it was.
Man, I have a 270 short put open, so my hope is that it does go up.
Okay, there you go.
Cause yeah, I'll get assigned on Friday otherwise.
Yeah, that would not be fun, right?
Well, to be fair, I can already close the put with profit actually, but I'm gonna be a greedy fuck and wait for tomorrow.
Fair enough. You gotta do what you
But-
gotta do.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Get your last minute buys or sells in, whatever you guys want to do, because you have quite literally 52 seconds left to get whatever you guys want done, get done. So let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got 20 seconds. Anybody want to send a big buy in so far? Nobody? Nobody wants to do a big buy. NBIS last minute. That doesn't do anything for anybody. Oh, somebody hit CI. Quite literally. The last second CI hit. I don't know if that's going to be worth. That's a 5.00 fill. And they got a 4.24 average. Okay, we'll see what happens with that one. That'll be interesting to see. So CI is tomorrow pre-market. And that's a wrap for our day. Yeah. Hope you guys learned a lot today. We did see some SPY levels happening. So that was interesting. We'll take a look at SPY again. I'm going to show you guys before we log off what just happened over here as well. Remember those levels I told you that needed to be broken? That one broke, confirmed above that 633 level, 36 level, and then now it's over here. It's going to break. It's going to tap that VWAP. If you can hold over that VWAP, you're going to see 636, right? So just heads up. Need to be strong buy volume here, though. So just a quick overview of that. But other than that, we trickled. Last minute end of day pump here for a little upwards movement. So that was that. Other than that, if there are no questions, I think that will be it for our stream today. Any more last minute questions, or I think we are good to go. Of course, absolutely. Again, all these EOD streams and stuff. Today might be a little bit harder because I'm gonna go play some Magic tonight with some friends, so I might not be able to upload this tonight until later tomorrow. Maybe I can do an upload on it, but this will definitely be up on YouTube. You are welcome, sir. Always a pleasure to have you. But yeah, other than that, guys, hope you guys have a good day. Good luck on the casino rolls with earnings. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow and today and tomorrow. And thank you. I appreciate it.